sports. It's in the game.
You talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on a flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterday's a yo mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters are climbing your river like boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing hate to say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit,
the punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone, and he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
On play action, here's Tua. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and a yard. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. A good pickup there, a 22.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed.
And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 74 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Tua sets up to pass it. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
And look at this, he's going to keep it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Lions will take over.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinator was rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the fourth quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. Gets past one man. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Goff. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd down and 4. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnes leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the quarterback.
There he goes left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Badgley on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Motion man is Berrios. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Hill going to go in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Tua.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's Hill, complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Alex Anzalone. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Sanders' kick is good. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've had a very solid 1st half, and as we near the end of that 1st half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this 1st half.
2nd and 10.
Goff now looks to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Again, Goff. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. Here's Raymond bringing it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go again with Gibbs. Taken down at the 42.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Going up the gut, Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now 2nd and 5.
They run, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try the air now with Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
To throw is Goff.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Goff. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here we go on 4th. Goff.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. There he goes again.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
Montgomery.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Once more, Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery getting in from a yard out. And the Lions have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. There's Charles Harris getting home for the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Play action, now it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And out come the Dolphins now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Will Harris, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling down. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They need 2. Here's third down. From the gun, it's Tua. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This is taken around the 12. Gets around him. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and a couple. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, fans usually love